the socks. All right, here we go. Let's dive in, baby. Let's do some patch notes. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got Valkyrie. I showed you guys some gameplay. Showed you a little bit about her tactical ability and then her ultimate, which is really cool. It's gonna be hard to actually use this legend for some people if they're very like mechanically, like if they're Wraith players and they're just super nutty and they're fucking wall bouncing off of every wall, like they're movement gods. How you activate her jetpack is you press your jump button twice. So when you're running, you slide and then you jump. If you hit the wall and then you jump again is usually how you wall bounce, right? But for her, I don't even think you can wall bounce at the moment, as far as I know. Now, I may be wrong. There isn't really like a key binding right now to where you can activate your jetpack and wall bounce on Valkyrie. So any movement gods in the chat that you guys are super wall bouncy like in your gameplay, Valkyrie may not be the legend for you, or you're just gonna have to wall bounce a lot less, because when you do those mechanics, it's gonna activate your jetpack instead of you actually wall bouncing off of the wall. The Olympus map change, Icarus, the name of this ship that's smashed into here. The roots are going a little crazy. If you guys have looked up into the sky, some shit is about to happen. A lot of people would say that they are not really excited, like, oh dude, like that's it, you know what I mean, like that's the only thing happening to Olympus. I do feel your pain of where you're coming from. Me personally, I think it would have been a little bit more exciting to play test more, but you got to look at like the silver lining and the positive things from this. If they just dump so much on this map and then people hate it, they're gonna be like what the fuck do we do? You know what I'm saying? At least here, if they add piece by piece by piece by piece and they really focus on making that area, one, fun to fight in, two, it has plenty of loot, I think that people are going to be a lot more happy about that rather than, oh dude, there's like, it's a new spot here, but don't worry, the fucking loot sucks over there, Jeremy, like don't land us there, don't take us there. It's like it's pointless to go to the new area, you know what I'm saying? So the starter kit and loot changes, I am loving this. I love it. I love it. I love it. We've removed level 1 helmets and knockdowns from the loot pool, which is amazing. You start out with this starter kit, so you spawn in with a white helmet, a white shield, the white knockdown shield, 2 cells, 2 syringes, which is going to be amazing. You're not going to have that full 3-stack team just land on you and punch you out, or some guy who gets the gun first. At least you'll be able to tank a couple of shots before you can kind of escape to find your weapon to defend yourself. I am super pumped about that. I think that the white tier items, the helmets, the knockdown shields, all that shit just clutters the loot pool. So now when you're actually looting, you will find quality stuff to then help you get the win or to survive off of that initial team fight. Legend updates. This is what everybody's dying for. The low profile characters, low profile, will no longer exist. Bruh. Let's go, dude. That is a big pog. This just does not belong in the game. Everyone is so good at this game now that if you play a character that has low profile, I mean, you just get decimated. So this is a huge quality of life. Wraith, Lifeline, and Watson. Any of you guys, any of you mains out there that main any of those champions, or legends, excuse me, I hope you're happy about that. No more low profile is huge. Lifeline, a lot of you Lifeline mains, I showed you guys the footage in my video, but the combat revive, it no longer deploys the shield. That was a common question asked in the chats. You can now revive 2 players at the same time. You dive on the first person, your drone does the revive, and then you can then revive your other teammate if need be, given in the situation. You can now cancel the active revive in progress to allow your teammates to defend themselves without their knockdown shield. The heal drone is going to be healing crazy fast. The heal rate is increased from 5 to 8 HP, which I showed you in the video. Deployment time before healing begins reduced by roughly 33%. You throw the drone out so fast, bro. I did not get to see Lifeline's care package. I know she was kind of getting like juiced up a little bit, more loot. The cooldown was reduced from 6 minutes to 5 minutes, so you'll be getting your ulti a lot faster. But no guarantees an upgrade if possible in the 3 categories. There could be a body shield, other equipment, helmet, backpack, or knockdown shield, and a weapon attachment based on your team's current gear when the package arrives. Keep that in mind. Any of you Lifeline mains out there, keep that in mind. That's crucial. That's crucial. So I did not get any footage. I know I showed you the drone and the healing and stuff. I did not get a care package. I did see someone in the like Discord or that they invited us to saying that you could get a gold armor from her care package. So you take that as if you will, if you think it's good or bad. But you can get an upgrade. You can get a gold body shield from her care package, which is kind of bonkers. The old Octane stim. The stim is being reduced. The cooldown between stims from 4 seconds to 1 second. Reduce cooldown between stims. Okay. The increase health cost. So when you stab yourself to get the zoomies, you're going to be losing more HP than you did before. Increase the bullet spread while in the air and shooting from the launch pad trajectory. So your shots are going to be inaccurate more now. Increase. Honestly, instead of doing this change, all I think they needed to do to this character was reduce his ulti cooldown. Me personally, that's what makes him so good, right? Is he gets pads so fast. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. Loba. Hey. Any Loba mains out there? Miss Sarah Nova, are you still in the stream? Yo. Burglar's best friend can now run and slide at full speed while aiming the bracelet. So you're not slowed. The movement's changed. So you're not slowed when you're throwing your bracelet. While the bracelet is in the air, Loba will no longer be slowed when translocating. Super huge. Fixed a lot of bugs that caused her bracelet tosses to fail. Now that looks amazing on paper. We'll have to see. I got faith in them. I hope it fixes, because this is crucial to playing this legend. This is like the main reason why like literally no good players play her, because her ability is a liability. So hey, we'll have to see it to believe it, but I'm pumped that they included that. I'm pumped. The black market, your ultimate increased cooldown from 90 seconds to 120. So you may not be able to spam them as much. A little bit longer, 30 more seconds, but still, you get it fast. Horizon. Any ranked gamers out there? A Horizon. This legend, as you guys can tell from watching a fellow Apex Predator players, this legend has rose to the top insanely fast, rather than any other new legend that has come out. She's probably, besides Watson, I think, right? Yeah, like I don't think anybody really has been played. Crypto, not really as much. Revenant was a super fucking die-off. Fuse wasn't really that good. I'm trying to think of other legends. But then Horizon. Horizon rose to the top. So they're reducing her lift speed by 30%, reducing the side-to-side acceleration when you're in the queue. So you're lifting, your speed going up, and then your side-to-side movement, which is nice. Limited the time that you can sit at the top of the gravity lift to 2 seconds now. And they increased the cooldown from 15 to 20 seconds. They were... That's a huge hit to Horizon, bro. A huge hit to Horizon. So we'll have to see how that is. That, me personally, looking at this on paper, this might be enough to kind of force her out of the meta, to be completely honest with you. Like, this is like Pathfinder, like a hit, you know what I'm saying, when they did his grapple. AJ, thank you again for the Prime. Stiglight, thank you very much for the Prime Gaming sub as well. Thank you so much. So that's a huge hit to Horizon, in my opinion. We'll see if she's played. Horizon abilities will now get zapped by Watson pylons. So there you go. There you go. Fuse, I was just talking about him, the knuckle cluster. So his tactical ability, Fuse now has 2 stacks of the knuckle cluster, so he's got 2 shots now instead of 1. The reduced cooldown from 25 seconds to 20. So you know, that's a step in the right direction. His knuckle clusters are nice. You can avoid them still, but you know, they're definitely, I can see the utility of using it when someone's super weak and forcing them to leave their cover, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that's a good buff for him, to be honest. Bangalore with the old smoke launcher. They thickened Bangalore's smoke. I know Shiv is loving this shit. He's literally gonna be like that villain in a cartoon movie that just throws the smoke down and he's out of there. You know what I'm saying? That you don't even know where he's going. You might see some more Bangalores depending on how this actually plays, because smoke can be used in so many ways, advantageously, you know, defensive, kind of just oh shit panic mode when someone catches you off guard. You might see some more Bangalores. And then her ulti, her barrage. Bloodhound no longer receives assists from Eye of the Father. Allfather. Dude, if any ranked Apex Predator players, that is fucking massive. That's massive. You can't run up to a fight, scan, and then you wipe them and then get like 3 assists. That's gonna, you no longer get assists from the scan. So take that into account. That's gonna be insane. Hey, this is pretty important. Marksman weapon category. You got the Scout, the 30-30, are currently in the assault rifle category, but they're a bit strange in that category due to the firing styles, similar to the triple take, which felt out of place in the sniper category. So they're just saying they're updating their categories here. The supply drop. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. The Peacekeeper is coming out of the world drop, and it is going back to ground loot. Okay? Ground loot. But the triple take is actually going in the care package. The fully kitted weapons that are going to be coming out. Exchanging the shotgun and marksman rifle is a good time to rebalance the drop rates. The Kraber will spawn less often in the early game and more often in the mid game to better accommodate its power. The triple take will be the most common early game crate weapon, which is nuts because that thing does so much damage. So you should fight over those early crates. It gives you that incentive to go for it. With the Prowler being the most prominent late game weapon, it's a submachine gun. The zone's small. It's nutty. The fully kitted rotation weapons added the Wingman, the Bocek, the R99, Hemlock, and Sentinel. Okay, these are all going to be gold, right? Gold Wingman, the Bow, the 99, Hemlock, and Sentinel. That's a pretty good batch of weapons. Removing the 301. Tanner7's in the chat. We'll miss you, Golden 301. You're my favorite. I had a damn good time using the Gold 301. That shit was my favorite. 30-30 really didn't get used. The Mozambique was really nice. The Longbow DMR was nice. Hey, Spitfire. You can't see my hand right now, but I'm flicking you off, Spitfire. I'm not going to put that on camera because I'm specifically flicking you off. I hate you, Spitfire. But hey, really good weapons, though. Hop-ups are coming. The Shatter Caps and the Deadeye's Tempo that goes for the bow. If you guys watched the trailer, they talked about that. I don't really know if I have to mention that. Shatter Caps is like a shotgun burst. And then the tempo is you're able to shoot the bow and arrow and then load another shot in there really quick. So you're able to just fucking, you know what I'm saying, Legolas off of Lord of the Rings, shoot that shit really fast. To make the hammer point, hey, this was a question that we asked earlier. To make room, the hammer point and skull piercer hop-ups are being vaulted for now and won't be available. We talked about that a little bit earlier with this. If any of you guys are curious, there will be no more skull piercer and there will be no more hammer points. So when we run around with hammer points today, you won't be seeing them. Assault rifles, reducing the headshot multiplier for all assault rifles from 20 to 175. Interesting. The Peacekeeper, it does come with the precision choke by default if you guys are interested in that stuff, but it can be toggled off if that's not really your playstyle. The pellet damage reduced from 10 to 9. The rechamber time increased from 0.9 to 1.1. So it's a lot faster to chamber that next shot. The reload times increased from regular 2.45 to 2.5. You can empty from 3.3 to 3.5. Okay. The pellet spread increased in general, and the spread when charged increases for all of the charge levels. So like I guess like if you're like doing the choke, and then quickly loses charge after leaving ADS. So it's coming back to the ground. But I'm telling you, man, so many people were like, yeah, like, let's go. I saw so many pro players on Twitter. They were like, fuck yeah, Peacekeeper. Like, nobody's ready. It's like classic. It's going to be, this is not like the original Peacekeeper, bro. Like, this has been tweaked and modified and changed up into its own beast. So, hey, you'll have to play test it and see if you like it or not. It comes down to that. You know what I'm saying? Use what you like in the game. Spitfire, reduce the recoil controllability early in the pattern. Okay, so reduced recoil. So this thing has no fucking recoil to begin with. So yeah, reduced recoil controllability. So this is going to be harder to shoot early. And the Havoc is going to be easier to shoot early. Controllability. You increased your controllability. So it'll be easier to shoot. They're making this harder to use. Good. Heck you, Spitfire. Repeater, I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. Don't really care. Scrolling down to the scout. The movement speed while aiming down sights is increased to match other marksman weapons. Faster than snipers, but it's slower than ARs. Increase the hipfire spread. Reduce the accuracy. I'm just like not gonna look at my enemy and then shoot. You know, it might actually randomly fucking hit him. I feel like the scout hipfire is bad already. Am I just bad with it? Maybe I'm just bad. To be more in line with the marksman. So it's gonna be like fucking longbow. Like your crosshair is gonna be looking at the enemy and you're gonna shoot and the fucking bullet goes like your barrel's bent or some shit. You know what I mean? The bullet's just gonna go not even at the enemy. So that's gonna be for the scout. That's a pretty big hit for the scout in my opinion. Headshot multiplier increase from the longbow. The bow of the long. This is for skull piercer purposes, I assume, because the wingman got the exact same. You can put the skull piercer on both of them. So basically, like the skull piercer is like embedded into those weapons right now because there's no more hop up, right? I'm like holding this up too. I feel really bad. The Mozambique increased magazine size from 4 to 6. You saw that in the trailer. We were talking about that. Moved the lower 2 pellets inward in the blast pattern. Okay. P20. I'm gonna be honest. Increased the bullet damage from 15 to 18. Bro, you can't even use hammer points anymore. Delete this weapon. That's all I'm gonna say. Lowered the fire rate from 8.5 to 6.25. Jesus, dude. The Mozambique is better than the P2020. Holy shit, man. Just fucking delete this gun. Anyways, moving on. Arc stars. Aim and movement slow removed from the initial stick if you stick someone. That's crazy. So maybe that won't really like affect your shot anymore and you can kind of get some shots on somebody before they push your ass after you stick them. We talked about this. Emotes are going to be coming to Apex. I really didn't get to them. I don't know if there's like a wheel and then you can get to choose like which emote. We only had like one emote and it was just kind of like a default one. Look at Watson. Oh my god. I love this so much. Dude, she is so freaking adorable, man. Holy shit. She just kisses a Nessie charm and then, oh, this is pretty cool. Look at that. They got some cool ideas for emotes. I really like that one too from Loba, and it's a Revenant head, which is cool. So I'm pretty interested in seeing that. Does this really need to be in the game? Probably not. Is this really going to change the game? Probably not. But you know, I guess it's something to look forward to. I mean, it all depends on how creative they get with these emotes, which will be really neat. This is very interesting. This video shows the anti-peek. If any of you guys are Destiny fans, some people would actually emote behind a wall to go in third person so they could kind of like use a camera angle to visually see an opponent coming before their body is exposed from that cover. So this is basically what that's talking about. They're working on a very anti-peek setting, it looks like, where it's enabled or disabled. Feature working on the purple dummy behind the rock. Without it, Pathfinder would be able to use a third person camera to gain knowledge that he shouldn't have. All emotes have anti-peek enabled and there is no way to disable it. So that's kind of like, that's them basically saying this is still a first person shooter and we are not, that's not going to be a thing. You're not going to be able to just spam emotes and get the third person vision. So very open communication right there. It literally says right there, there's no way to disable it. You can see kind of the before and after here. This is why they enabled them disabled. I love that personally. I think that's that's huge for the emotes, because I know some people might have asked themselves that in the back of their mind. Bug fixes. Boom, 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 boom. I'll probably link this like in the video. But yeah, man, overall, tons of things happening, a lot of quality of life changes to the game. I think this is a solid patch overall.